Alright, I cut white eyelash mesh, 10 by 10 inches, and we cut our light blue, 10 by 10 inches. And what I did is I cut them 30 of them, and we may not use all 30. We're going to ruffle these up though. I just got done cutting everything. Get this over here, and we're going to ruffle it up, and then we're going to add it. I prefer to put the lights in after, alright? So after I add the mesh, then we're going to add our lights. And you want your lights to be more focused around your center of your wreath, because the owl is going to be in the center. And you want the lights to kind of like glistens off of the mesh, and the lights focus around your center piece itself. So we're going to push this over. We're going to move this down. There we go. I'm so excited everybody's here tonight. I love you. Hello, Gloria. Hi, Patricia. Hi, Marie. Hi, everybody. Hi, Jacqueline, Teresa. I love you. Alright, so thumbs down, and just like if you were doing your 10-inch ruffle, same thing. Now, you can, if you're going to use your 20-inch pine frame, then you are only going to need 20 pieces, alright? And sometimes you don't want a lot. You don't want to over put your mesh, alright? So 30 may be too much for 24. I always go as I go. That's why I said 20 pieces, 30 at the max if we use the bigger one of each color. We may not use all 30 pieces of each color. However, it is beautiful because the white, the blue, and the pine are all going to go together, which is going to give it a wintry look with your owl. Alright? The owl is beautiful. We didn't even have time to go. I wanted to go check at, because we were in Florida, I wanted to go by At Home or go by Old Time Pottery. We didn't have time to do anything. Because I'm looking, or Hobby Lobby, because I'm looking for my polar bear. So I will find it. But I will tell you what we're going to do next after this. I'm excited. Excited. But, so this is going to be really neat. And I'll actually let you vote on our next one. Oh, the swag is in there, so, but we'll go over. There you go. So you're just taking all, I'm taking my white, and we need to get some blue in here because you're going to be mixing the two colors together. This is your light blue. Now you can use any mesh. You can use your 10-inch mesh and just cut it 10 by 10. You can use your laser eyelash mesh, and yes, you can spray your wreaths with your protectants. So, anything you can do on a wire frame, you can do with your pine frame. It's not going to ruin it. Alright? The great thing about your pine frames, everybody, is that you don't have to use zip ties. They're just like your twisty ties. So, you move your pine and twist it together as if you were using your pipe cleaners. And it's actually not a long process as using zip ties. Sometimes it can be a little bit long when we use zip ties or we use our pipe cleaners that we cut up. This makes it a little bit faster. So these are very beautiful colors together. I like the light blue. And BB Crafts now has ivory, red, and all your colors in stock for your laser eyelash mesh. Ivory is now in stock at BB Crafts. Remember, everyone was sold out? BB Crafts has ivory eyelash mesh in. And I do use ivory as a substitute for gold. And I also use it to give it the angelic vintage look in a lot of my pieces. So, those of you that weren't able to get it when it was out of stock, it is in stock as of right now. BB Crafts. Alright, so it's BBCRAFTS.com. You did? Awesome. I love you guys. They're so cute. You found a peacock. Yeah, I will be fine. I love you too, Miss Gloria. I love all of you. Oh, I will show you a peacock that we're going to do. If everybody got their feathers, we can do that one next. We'll go over that after we're done on here because I'm really excited about this. There we go. So I have a new design for the peacock. There we go. So like I said, I cut 30. There's 30 white, 30 blue. We may not need all of that. Okay. So the way we work it, get my frame. Your frame's going to come like this. The back of it is where you're going to fill your wire at. Alright. You're just going to move these up into place because you want to twist them. Alright. There's several layers. This is like, what is it? I think I spent $4, maybe $5 on this. That's it. $4.99 at Walmart. And that's the wrong one. I think it's like $5. The small one is $2.98. Alright? And you can get these anywhere. You don't have to just go to Walmart. You can go to just about any place. But Walmart sells these really cheap. So, you all know I don't have stores here unless we go to the next state over. So, it kind of makes it hard for us. So, you're just going to pull these out all through it. All you do is you separate them up. You have your outer ring, you have your inner. Separate them, pull them up. Right, you just go through it. You don't want to push them all up because then they're going to bind together. You want to gently separate them apart. Because these are just like floral wire, they can twist up, knot, and it can also ruin. You want to do this nicely. Make your shape. You're just pulling them up and apart. Right? We had a wonderful, this doctor was the first time I ever met her, which I was so glad. A woman. I prefer women. An amazing, amazing surgeon. Very smart woman. Like I said, she spent almost 2 hours with us. Went over my history, went over everything. I mean, down to cells and everything. I mean, amazing. Just amazing. Alright, so you all know we have our beautiful owl that we're going to put in the center. Now to work him in, we got to work on the outside piece first. So I like to take my white, and just like, you know, I did last year, a year and a half ago, I was the first to ever take mesh and put in swags. Now it's a big thing now. I'm going to go into my center one and twist. Alright? Take white, and you can do it opposite. If you want to put blue at the bottom, you can do blue at the bottom. Take it, twist again. White, and you can also layer the outside too. You don't have to just layer the inside. Twist. Right? I like them where you see both colors. Personally, that's what I like. There we go. Get this a little bit closer for you. Kind of crisscrossing it in. Twist again. Alright? So you're going to have two colors plus your pine. Over. You got your middle ones here, right? Like to keep some here because we do add our lights. Take my white. Oops. Twist. Take your blue. I like to crisscross mine. Take the very ends of your twist. Twist it. Okay. And yes, you can add more. After you get your colors where you want it, you take your leftovers and you can add more. But don't put too much because I like to see the pine. I don't like to cover it all up with mesh. I like to actually see my pine. There we go. In. Twist. Make sure you have a little bit there. I know. That doctor was amazing. My husband came out. He's like, I like her. I was like, I like her too. So she did recommend I have a PCM, but you know, with your PCM, you're allotted 15 minutes per a doctor visit, okay? That's just how it is with all PCMs. She is referring me out for an internal medicine doctor. That is a little bit different than what people think. They actually schedule you in for hour slots at a time. Internal medicine actually goes over all of your health issues, all of the medicines you're on, and they go through all the doctors at once. Instead of going to each individual doctor, which you still do because you have your specialist, then you have a main doctor that oversees everything. So that was one thing she recommended. Here we go, let me twist this. She said, Carmen, you have so many specialists because of the brain tumor and everything that's going on. And your PCM can only, she can only schedule you in for 15 minutes. I really strongly recommend, and I'm going to put in for you, to get an internal medicine doctor. That doesn't mean I lose my PCM. Because when I get sick, who do you go to? Your PCM. When you get the flu or UTI or anything like that, I go to my PCM for my antibiotics. Internal medicine is a little bit different. They oversee all your medical. They look at every medicine you're on, and if one medicine is giving you side effects of the other, and they look at all your issues at once. They examine your full health. So you get you get more time. Like she said, you get an hour. They schedule an hour to sit with you and go over your health. And she goes, you need someone that's going to be there to go over all your health, not just, one at a time. So that was really interesting. And there's an internal medicine doctor right on base in Jax, of course. There we go. So I was really happy. So they're putting that referral in. They want me to see an internal medicine doctor, which will be really, really useful for me because I have a lot of issues. So it'll be good for me. So I just felt bad. I was like, I count on my PCM for everything. She goes, honey, but she only has 15 minutes. She goes, you're not a typical patient. You need someone who's going to look over everything. So it's an hour they sit with you. There you go. Crisscross. You want your white and your blue to show. So she is right. She was right. I just felt bad. I was like, am I hurting my PCM by asking? She goes, no, you're not. Your PCM can't sit with you that long. 15 minutes is all they're allowed. So you're in, you're out. So I have hormone specialist, and I have an internal medicine referral. There we go. Twist. So all I'm doing is I'm going over each one. I'm twisting in white, taking the tie that's open after you twist it once, and then you're going to put in your blue. Alright? You want to kind of shape it where you see both colors too, because I love to see white and blue. Alright? So we're taking our white and our blue. There we go. But she was right. Even my husband said, she's right. We need someone who's going to be, he goes, you know, PCM couldn't sit there and go over every single hormone. So they go over everything. They just, it's more time for them to spend with me, at least for the military. So that's what we're doing. I'm getting an internal medicine doctor, a hormone specialist, and back to my neurologist. So I will be fine. There we go. White in between your two ties, center ties. So you pull these out, you take your two center ones. I'm going over each one. This is why I said I might need 30 pieces, alright, of each color. 30 pieces of blue, 30 pieces of white. Because you're going around a 24-inch reframe, right? And you're covering it, and you're going like every, kind of like half an inch, quarter of an inch, and you're adding. But we'll count it, and you can also add more in here. Alright, so if you have a little left over, you can add more. You can make this as colorful as you want. There we go. So far, I think I got 20 of each, and I have more on the floor if I want to put more in it. We shall see. The white is always thicker, as most of you know from everything I've been teaching. You're crisscrossing this. Make sure those twists are good and down. Alright, center section. So you're pulling these up. You're using your center twigs. Alright, here's your outer. This is your center. Center. We may not need all those. Look how full this is. We are getting really full. Really full and beautiful. There we go. Twist. Take your blue, crisscross, and twist. Yeah, she was saying, you have so much scar tissue. She said, if we have to do surgery, she goes, it is a catheter, it is this, it is that. She goes, and you will be admitted for a while. She goes, there's so much. She goes, it's not just the simple surgery. She goes, this would be massive. Because they can't go through my, they can't do laparoscopic on me. I've had 22 surgeries on my, I've had intestinal blockages, I had gangrene, I had lots of surgeries over 20 years in my abdomen in this area. So the scar tissue is massive. She said it would be major surgery. So here we go. Crisscross. Same thing the liver doctor said. Nothing's wrong with my liver. It's the surgery that I had 20 years ago when I had gangrene in my stomach. I had stones lodged in, like my husband went through. I had it actually lodged in my liver and my intestines, and I got gangrene from it. I had major stomach surgery. Major. I was in the hospital for 6 months. I almost died. And anyways, where they had clamped the liver, the bile ducts, there's so much scar tissue in there, and that is why the fluid keeps backing up inside the liver. I don't have liver disease. I don't have, here we go, hepatitis or anything like that. It's fluid backing up because of the scar tissue. Twist, which thank God my liver is functioning at a normal level for the first time. she can't touch me until she goes, I can't even remove it. I have to leave it in there until, because that's not warrant surgery to remove scar tissue, lesions. They do that when your numbers are off, but that's the only reason the fluid backs back in through the bile ducts into the liver from the scar tissue. Here we go. Twist. So, like she said, major scar tissue in there. And that's not fun. There we go. Look at that. Look how pretty that is. And you can actually make it bigger and do double layers. However, we have a lot we're adding on. We're going to count how many I've put on here, because I don't think you need 30. Now, if you want to double layer this, you most definitely can use 30. But, as you see, you don't need it. You honestly don't need it. Now, I may add more after I put the owl in, the lights in the owl. Alright? You never know until when you are done. So it's always good to have a few extra pieces, because you may want to make it bigger. You may want to add more or add a third color. But you honestly don't need that much. Right. There we go. Center. 1. Take your 2 center pieces, twist it, take your blue, you crisscross it, push in. It's really beautiful. Might add one in here because it's a little bare, so you can go in between them. Feel like right here, I want to put another layer right there. Alright, so it depends on how full you want it. Take it, twist, take your blue, crisscross, take those ties, twist them down, fold them, twist them, fold down. White. Yeah, I'm going to have to roll some more. That's why I cut that much. There we go. So you never know. I want it to be a little more. So I'm going to fill this in. I think I'm going to add right in here. Okay. Crisscross. Take your twisties, twist it, and then fold your pine twist down. There we go. White. Blue. Crisscross. Twist. Fold down. Alright, I want to add here and here. To me, it's there. I'm going to take it. Actually, I'm going to move this over. There we go, because there's no need to do them all. I don't need a lot. There we go. 1. Twist. 10 by 10 or 10 by 10 and a half. Twist it again and fold down. Beautiful. Alright. Right here. When you see it in front of you, you'll be able to spot where you want to add. So definitely go, and we're going to trim up those little pieces. And yes, you could use your heated tool on this. And I want one over there. I think this may be, let me see, twist, fold. Right here. Just trim them. You shouldn't get a lot if you do it right. I'm going to put one here, anywhere else, right here, and right here. So with that being said, that will be 25 if I add 2 more in. Alright, because I'm counting what I have left. There's 5 pieces of white, 5 pieces of blue left. However, once you get your stuff on, you may want to add more. So it's good to have an extra few pieces to fill in. Twist. Take your blue, crisscross it, twist it once, push it down, and here. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, about 25 pieces. It's about 25. And I'll count. Hold on. Twist. And honestly, if you want to make it bigger or add more, make it fuller, you can. Remember, you don't want to cover it all the way up with your matcher, right? We want to give it that pine look. So, and we're going to put on our lights, and then we're going to start shaping this up. Trim up your little pieces. Let me go down there and count how many I have left. That'll tell me how many you need to cut. 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually 6 blue, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 white. So 24 pieces of blue, 24 pieces of white is what I used on the 24-inch wreath, which that makes sense because we went about every ½ inch over and overlaid it. Alright, so that makes sense. It's a half from the tie, ½ inch here, a ½ inch here. Here's your tie, 24 inches, 24 pieces. That makes sense. 24 blue, 24 white, 10 by 10. You can add more, alright? Don't need to, but you can. Alright, so what I like to do is I take my lights, turn them on. I like them steady. Get them steady on so I can see them. I'm going to take these, and you're going to take your inner. Once you want to see where you want this to drop, this goes behind your wreath. Make sure that it's nice and tight. Now you're going to overlay the lights going over the same one. So you're going to take your ties in the center, your pine, and twist. Alright? Now remember, there's a little cord here with no lights, so you're going to go over as you go around. Take it, your inner ties. This is why we do center ties for our mesh. And this actually is going to be really pretty. Take this, inner tie, and you can actually double this up if you wanted to put double lights. All right, as they start to light inside, you'll see how pretty it is. I might, you know what, hubby's home tonight, no duty this week, so maybe we can get him to turn off the lights for us. See if we're not too late after we get this done. There we go. Inner tie. You can have them blinking. I just want to see them real good before I attempt my blinking. I like to see what I'm working with, so I can see the lights without sitting there trying to stare at them while they're blinking on and off. Take your inner ties. There's double layers here. Don't be afraid to tie your lights in. Alright? Really pretty. Beautiful. So beautiful. And yes, you can move your lights into the center too. You have your outer ones here that actually fold up. I'll show you that too. Hold on. Yes, you can. Take it, twist it in. Twist in where your box is. You got your light now where the box was hung on. There you go. Now, let's take this and put it on our blinking. Okay. Let's take this now and go through this. You should have a little bit left. You don't have to do the whole thing. You can get the smaller lights. I'm going to go through this. You're just going to take your pine from the outside here and just twist it up over. Twist it up. Twist up. Up. Take it down here. Twist it up. See, we're shaping our wreath now. I'm just taking the extra ones, twisting it up, which is going to give you your pine look. Not missing the pine. Some people are like, what's the point of putting mesh on a pine if you don't see your pine? You're actually going to see your pine. That's why the outer layer is up. Alright? It's up for a reason. We didn't use the outer layer, so you can take it and twist it up. Twist up. And that also is going to shape your wreath. So you see your pine, you see your mesh, you see your lights. If you want to use more than one thing of lights, you most certainly can. But as you can see me, because I bought the larger lights, I think there's what, 32 for $5. It double layers all the way to the end. How about that? One strand going around a 24-inch twice. Get this little wire here. And over here we go. There we go. Make sure the inner sides are in. Outer side, sorry. Perfect. And it just hangs on the back, so you can turn it on and off. You can also get the remote lights, or you can just put it on the timer and it cuts off by itself after 6 hours. There you go. You can turn it on blinking, fading, have it on all the time. Trim it. There we go. Alright. Okay, so now options. Do you guys remember last year when I did my Owl Wreath? Do you remember what we used for the branch in the center? These are snake or iguana sticks you can get from your little fish stores. Alright, you can also order them on Amazon, and you could use this in the center of your wreath to put your owls on. That's what I showed everyone last year. Alright, and yes, they work. They do work. Alright, so now I'm going to take this pick that I got from Walmart, and I'm going to take my plastic lid, because we will be using glue as well. And I don't want to ruin that table. And take it on here. And I'm going to be using the leftover branch of this. Alright, this is a pick that is from your Walmart. I'll push this up just a little bit. Yes, it's going to be beautiful. This pick came from Walmart. It's $7, everyone. Alright. And do you see how beautiful this is? It looks like snow. And it has some pine cones on it. So what you're going to do is you're going to, all it is wire, and it's, okay, you're just going to pull it up. I was so glad Miss Louise was on with us last night. Made me happy. I'm worried about her. There you go. Now I kind of want to, I don't know if I want 2 on 1. I kind of like that though. Ooh, kind of like it. There you go. You start pulling it apart. All it is floral wire that's entwined together. There is some plastic in there, but once you start pulling it, you can take it apart. Now you're not going to take the whole thing because you need the branch. Alright, I'm taking my outer part off first. And yes, you can get a stick from outside. You most definitely can do that. But I like to make mine look different. And we're going to use the heated tool once we get all our stuff on here. Alright. Let's get this over here. Now, do I want? I do. There's little pieces of pine cone there. Let's see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's our lights right here. So you want the branch to go down. Now, pine is awesome to have. Twist, it really is. Because we do use glue. However, when you have pine, the great thing about it is it just holds everything in place. So, right here is our light. So I'm going to push this down more. Light right here. Do not be afraid. Now, I'm one to keep this extra on. Take it. Hide it in your mesh without having to cut that big thing off. Alright. That also gives you an anchor if you want to put your baby over here. Alright, so always think about, do I want to cut the whole thing? No, you don't have to. You can use it to anchor on baby owls. Alright, here we go. We're going to take our guy. This is from Hobby Lobby. He's on sale for $12. Alright, his feet are just like your spray. There's floral wire in the feet. Alright, you take the edge of the foot up the front, push it over, 1, 2, put his feet going down, take one over here, one over here, he's perching. Look at that, guys, no glue. No glue, no wire. How about that? Just with his feet. If you want to wire him on his head, alright? You want to wire this on for extra safety? You most certainly can. You can actually put a floral pin in the back and tie it to the top. Alright? However, I like to work with the feet. And I don't want to ruin his feathers, because you can ruin them. I like to work with the feet. He balances on with your feet. He's not going anywhere. Nice and tight. Alright. So pretty. Now if I want to, you can actually bend him going up. If you want him to go up, or you can bend him going down. Really easy. This is wire. His feet are actually with layered wire in it. Real easy. Okay. Now I probably will, once we get this all put together, I might add a wire on the back of him. But you don't have to. You really don't have to. He's not going anywhere. Alright, so we're going to take our sprays. Now we can glue these in. You can also tie them on. Pine is amazing to work with. We do use glue, but you don't have to use glue with everything, okay? So let's start creating where we want this to go out. I want this to go over here. Wire. Everything's wired, so it's amazing to work with. I like the pine because it's easy to maneuver. I really do. It's one of my favorite things to work with. Is our Christmas pines. And honestly, buy these when they're on sale. We could use them for spring. We could use them for farm decor. You could use these all year long. Unfortunately, they only come out around Christmas. Unless you go on a specialty store, like in your local stores, it's a Christmas item. But you can actually use pine all year long. We have pine trees outside all year long. Alright? And look what you can do with your mesh. There's so much you can do. So many colors, so many options. Alright. Let's take... Oh, he's going to perch his head behind the branch. It's okay. It's okay, little guy. You're so beautiful. this. Twist. Twist. We still have more decor, so don't worry. Make it however you want. This is supposed to be art. It really should be art. Be creative. Don't ever say, oh, I could never. Yes, you can. You can do this. Be creative. Let your hands do your artwork for you. Be inspiring. Add stuff where you want to put it. Because look, this is pure art. This is not something that you can buy from a store. It's something you take, you see pieces. I see pieces. I'm the type that I'll see something and I'll dream about it. Kind of like daydream about it. And that's how I start figuring out where I want things. You take it down here. There you go. Look how big this is. So you can actually use just a couple pieces and save this for another wreath. You sure can. There you go. You can save it for another wreath if you wanted to. Tie it. There we go. Now I want some down here. Or do I want it up here? Well, I have the baby, so I think we're going to put this over here, and I want to add some pine down here. Take any leftover piece of your pine. You can even unwrap it and then rewrap it in. It's just like floral wire, everyone. Down to the bottom here, piece of pine. There we go. Just twisting it in. Everything stays in. This I'm going to take up here. Let's see if I want to do it more right. I like the branch there, and then I like this right here, kind of going out, because it is art. So I like to put my stuff where it just gives it a big prettiness. I guess I can put it up just a little bit. You can bend these, so don't be afraid to say, hey, I kind of want it to arch out. You bend your twigs down. You put them where they go out. Here we go. There we go. Really cool. Really cool. Awesome. I fell in love with this spray. I couldn't help it. I said, how awesome does that look? Crystallized branches like it's in the middle of winter. Alright, there we go. Alright, you can actually leave it just like this. I would love, I'm so thankful to the Lord to put her in my life. Aww. I love you all so much. So now we're going to add some color in here. And you don't have to add a lot, alright? I do have, if you want to get some pine cones that are silver, you can put some silver in it. Honestly, I don't want to. I think we'll add some white and blue. We'll add our sapphire. We're going to add, now I have some it's Kirk Adlin, alright? Kirk Adlin on Amazon, and I totally forgot, and I went into my actual closet, because I'm an owl person. Okay, Kirk Adler on Amazon sells little owls too. See how cute these are? This one is the pick that I got from Hobby Lobby. I was like, I had owls last year. I was like, I looked it up. It's on Amazon. I can put up the link if you want. Take your floral wire for the pick. Twist it. That way you don't hurt your owl with glue. Now we can glue them on. Let's put this one. I'm going to put the baby. Let's put the baby. You're going to take the little twisties. I'm going to find a loose one. I think I used them all. Here we go. Put this one here. Hobby Lobbies. There we go. Beautiful. He's so cute. Oh, you guys are so cute. Little family. I think I'm going to leave it just the two of them. I think that if I put these on there, it's going to ruin it. These are actually, like I said, you can get some on Amazon. It's called Kirk Adler. He's an artist that does a bunch of collectible ornaments. And I think those are actually, they're not that much money. Look him up. He has the brown owls, the white owls. He has spotted owls. He has bigger owls. He has small owls, bigger owls. They're collectibles. People actually pay money and collect. He has manger stuff. And it's Kirk Adler. He's a famous artist. And he sells on Amazon. And he does sell owls. Okay, so if you couldn't find the baby and you got upset, you can actually go, if you don't have your Dollar Tree or you're still looking, on Amazon, Kirk Adler owl ornaments. And they look like real owls, okay? That way you can still get your owls. And always check them, because he sells them all year long. They're collectibles. He sells anything. He sells, I know a lot of you like the cardinals and stuff. He sells everything. Like everything. Alright. So we're going to take, I want to put a hint of sapphire. Just a hint. And I think I'm going to go with the glittered ones. Just a hint. It is supposed to be Christmas, so why not put a little bit of stuff in there? Just not a lot, just a hint. It looks like little beautiful sapphire glitter balls, just to give it some color. Like 6. I'm just laying them, because sometimes I change my mind. Let's take, you can take some. I'm almost out of my silver, aren't I? I'm showing you. Turquoise, silver. I want the white though. I get excited when I find leftover stuff. I'm like, oh, I thought I used them all. I didn't. Yay. You know the little leftover leaves from the deer we did? You can add those in here too. Here, I'll show you. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. If you wanted to glue some of this in, you could. I think it would take away from it, honestly. Alright, I'm going to take blue, a hint of shiny blue. Just a little shine. I just want a little bit. Okay. Just to give it a little glitter, you know. Alright. I don't want these. Raw blue. I do want a couple white. You can actually leave this without anything else on it, because see, this is why I place it, because sometimes I don't like to add things when we have such beautiful spray on it. Maybe. You can put a little bit of silver in there. Not too much. Yeah, I used a lot of this stuff. White. There's your silver. Get a little bit of silver, not a lot. And I'm thinking, no, too much. I'm thinking, take away the silver, take away the white. Little pop. Just a little pop. You don't need a lot. The blue is a silvery color, so that will pull it. I think this is beautiful. Not too much. Not even a bow. You're going to ruin it. Alright, let's glue this in. However, we do have the pearls. So, yes, I use pearls a lot. It will look like little snowdrops. That's why. Alright, we're going to just take the light blue. Alright. And we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 light blue and 6 sapphires. And you're just going to put very little in here. Alright, not a lot. Very little, just enough to give it your bluish color. Alright. So 12 ornaments is all I'm using. This is just going to give it a hint of blue to make it pop. Just to give it that little Christmas look. You could use this all winter long. Some people use these all year to keep them, because it's home decor. You all know I make home decor, not just regular wreaths. They're home decor. They're not regular wreaths by far. There we go. And that's what I sell them as. I actually sell them as home decor. There we go. Add one here. Here. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Alright. So I want to put a little pop of something in here. So, what I'm thinking is, they sell your sprays in silver, and we have white, alright? They actually sell the sprays in every color, right? The silver is going to give it a glisten from your lights. The white is going to make it look like snow, right? Amazon, and I'll get that out for you, alright? So we're going to take our silver. I'm going to take this. You twist it down. I'm actually going to take 1, 2, twist, up, down. Alright, that's 2 pieces of silver. Go ahead and take it in through and pull it out. That's your silver. Take 2, twist them together. Silver. Just put some bling in this. Let's take 2 more. Oh, we're putting white in it too, don't worry. So if you only have white, it's okay. You don't have to use silver. Go in through here. Hold it in. This is going to make it glisten. There we go. It's in. Held together. Beautiful. Take some more silver. Twist 2 pieces together. Take it in your mesh. Push it out. Alright. I'm going to take a couple more pieces of silver just to give it some accents, and then we're going to put some white in this. Just to give it a little extra. And I kind of want to, you don't want to take away from your owl though, okay? The owl should be your focal point. That's the whole reason for the wreath, is because of the owl. There's some silver. Some silver. I'll do 2 more over there. I'll be adding these all day. Gotta add my white. Yeah, let's do one over here. Silver. So we got silver in here without using the silver balls. We used the silver pearls, okay? It's Una something. It's another dealer. They have red, gold, silver, purple, and pink. And I'll post that link up when we're done. I have to go on to my main computer to actually get the link, but I'll post it in the group for you, the different colors. Only in this group. Alrighty. 1, 2, 3. That's your silver. I'm going to put these up. We're going to add a couple white. And the white's going to make it look like snow. The silver's going to make the lights reflect. Okay? These are awful short. Let me grab them. The big difference between certain dealers. These are small. These are bigger. So I can tell a difference. There you go. You want 4mm pearls, alright? Let's put some white in here. Mixed in with silver on one side, white on the other. How beautiful. Beautiful. Take 2, twist them. And let's go put some over here. Put it in, move them. Just gives it that really pretty glow. Makes it so beautiful. There we go. More pearls. Let's do it under here. A couple more. Let me get it over here. Kind of crisscrossing your colors. Get some white. You can do this in all white pearls. You do not have to add the silver. I wanted to do something different. I'm a pearl girl, and I love vintage, and I love pearls, and rubies are my two favorite stones. A ruby and a pearl. Pearl is my second favorite stone. Ruby's my first. Pearls are Victorian, they're vintage, they're beautiful, they're classy, they're ladylike, they're just beautiful, they're just absolutely beautiful, and it's always been one of my favorite stones, pearls and rubies. Take a pearl over anything but a ruby. I love rubies. I love rubies. But pearls are very Victorian, very beautiful, very a subtle hint of class. They're classy. Alright? I love classy. I love vintage and classy and beautiful. And you don't need a lot. Alright? Because we are. I'm going to put one over there, and then we're done. I was going to make a bow, but everybody, again, Carmen cannot ruin this beautiful piece of art with a bow. I really can't. It will ruin it. It's absolutely going to ruin it. I'm going to hang this up, though, and give you a close look. There you go. And answer questions. Here we go. Beautiful. Do I want one more right there? Well, I could be adding these all day, but I'm not going to add too much because you don't want to take away from it. But I need something right here. There we go. And on my pine. There we go. Then we have a wintry owl. Beautiful. Now, if you want to put some snowflakes in this, I have snowflakes out, but it's going to take away from it. The pearls give it the illusion, and then the branches are frosted. So it gives it the whole illusion of snow. If you put too much on it, you're really going to hurt your wreath, especially a piece like this. You can add a bow on the back and hang it up. Honestly, as you see, everything is mounted on. It's not going anywhere. Your owl, if you want to add a piece of floral wire, you'll stick it through his head. Right? This is going to be on your wall. It's going to be perfectly fine without ruining your owl with glue. You can actually ruin it if you put glue on it. Alright, you don't want to ruin his fur. He's too pretty to ruin. I need him longer. He's too big. He's big. He's big. So he's kind of leaned over on this. There we go. There we go. What a beautiful piece of art. The sleigh at Dollar General. Hello, ladies. Night, Lynn. You don't have a Dollar General? Alright, do you have a Family Dollar? And there's a sleigh. Go online, sweetie. Walmart has, if you don't even, Walmart has sleighs too, and they're $1.98. Alright. Oops. Yeah, Walmart has sleighs as well. And you can go online on anything, Hobby Lobby, Walmart. If you, I know a lot of you don't, some of you don't drive. You can actually buy stuff online. Alright? But the sleigh I got from Dollar General on last night's. There we go. How beautiful. It's very beautiful. Hi, Ann. Hi, Patricia. You like it? Yes. So, listen, if you want to make this Christmassy more than a wintry night type theme like I have, you most certainly can. If you want to add a bow on it, you can. You can do this piece in any color. I love you, Patricia. Any color you want. You can use any combos of colors. You can use any stick. You can go to a fish aquarium and get the snake sticks. You can even buy the snake sticks on Amazon. There's so much you can do. You can add silver pine cones. You can add several baby owls on it. It doesn't have to be just these. $7 has for 3. Yeah. Yep. Thank you, Leela. I'm trying to think of who else I saw the sleigh at. Hold on, because Dollar General was $3. Hobby Lobby is 40% off, and I think they have a sleigh for $7.99. Try Hobby Lobby. Also, go, if you have Amazon Prime, go under there, because they do sell them. Just be careful. Some people will try to rip you off. I love you too. Cindy, I saw you called. Aww. You like it, Maria? Awesome. A flower pin? Yes. Here, let me show you. Alright, there's 2 different types of floral pins. You have your, they're called T-pins. Let me get my T-pin. Let me, okay. The pins that I would recommend are called T-pins. They're in your sewing department. Alright? And all you have to do, and this is me, is put them into the back of the head at a slight down. Alright? And tie it on. So, if you want to secure the head, you can get these in your sewing department. Put it into the back of the head, the styrofoam. Push it down. Make sure you don't pull it up and down, because if you pull it up and down, you're going to create friction that creates a hole in the head, and then you're going to have to use glue. Okay, and we don't want to use glue. You want to use as least glue as possible, because you're going to ruin your bird. Alright? Take your floral wire, you go inside the T-pin. There's a little hole inside your T-pin. Alright? So, up, just like when I do my flowers. Up, down. Come on, don't do this to me now. There we go. Tie it. If you're going to use glue, use very little. Please be careful, because you can actually ruin him. And of course I have too big of a wire. This is your big wire. I don't like it. Yeah, use your 26 gauge. I do not like this wire. my thick wire. Yeah, they have different wires. Alright, here we go. So I'm going to take it into the different part of the head because I pulled it in and out. You don't want to keep pulling it in and out. Take it underneath your frame. Alright, underneath. Twist it around. You can tie it if you have a long enough string, but you also just twist it on. Now, so the difference is, watch, here's your T-pin. I don't like it. I don't like it because you have to glue it. I prefer to use my floral pins. Let me get my floral pins. I got to clean my broom. Floral. Where are you? So anyways, I prefer the floral pins because there's no opening on it. And I don't want to add glue on it. I'm afraid that I'll ruin it. I know I add glue on everything, but this is not something you want to put your glue on. You really don't. Alright, where are you guys? Of course. Of course you're going to do that to me. So anyways, take your pins, and my pins are not here. All I have is my T-pins. You go through this. They're with my flowers. Alright, so take your pin, and all you do is you just stick it in. Like I said, if you're going to use your T-pin though, please, you're going to have to use glue because it's not going to stay on. Alright? You just tie it on. Tighten it. You can use some glue. Be careful. Alright? It's not going anywhere. It stays on. It's on the top of the head. So if you feel like you need to add it, don't use your T-pins. I would definitely move the stick behind him. I would definitely use what I use for my flowers. Alright? I wouldn't use that. That's just me. I don't want to put glue on his fur because you're going to mat it up and you're going to ruin him. Alright? So if you use T-pins, make sure that you tie it into the very top where the hole is. There's a little hole there. Make sure you tie it more than once to attach the top of the head, and he stays. I prefer my pins. These are T-pins. I prefer the floral pins because you have that edge there that has no holes in it, and it goes, pops it right in, and it's nice and tight. Alright, like I said, those are with my flowers. Alright, there we go. Let me put him this way. There you go. Much better. Okay. Hi, Judy. Hi, Gloria. So yeah, I prefer. Hi, Judy. Hi, sweetheart. I hope your appointment was well today. I need to call and check on you. So I prefer, like I said, use your floral pins, not your T-pins, if you're going to put anything on the top of his head. Remember that his feet are made from floral wires. So they bend right over your branch. They don't come off. So if you want to add something on the head to keep it secure, most certainly you can put a pin. Alright, not a needle for sewing, not a T-pin, a floral pin. And if you need to add glue on this, then you're going to try to pull the fur out, cut it down, and make it really thin, but where you can put fur over it. You can push it over it once it's dry. Alright? Remember that these birds are